Picking up from where we left off, in part 2 we'll be smoothing and adding in some details. Using a Dremel tool, I removed the circle details that were printed with the model and decided to make them a separate piece from the handle. From here I used body filler or builder's board to help smoothen out and hide the print lines left behind from the printer. Using a range of files and sandpaper, I just started to sculpt the handle to make it smooth. I then sealed that layer with primer so it is easier to see the imperfections left behind. Then repeat this process, adding more body filler and sanding it smooth until I'm satisfied with the detail. Same goes with the whole handle. The main blade also receives the same treatment. Here you can see I filled these gaps with body filler and then marked out the areas I had to cut out. I then lined up the sword with the Y-axis of the CNC so these can be cut out and almost perfectly straight. I used a white water-based filler to help fill the gaps to get it very smooth. After more sanding, it was sealed with the primer and it's ready for the next step. For the text, my plan was to make it a separate piece from the blade so the details come out more crisp. After sanding the splinters left behind from the CNC, I then cut out and sanded the pieces so they can be fitted to the main blade. Again, I use the filler to fill the gaps. Since the filler I used is water-based, I have to seal each layer if it needs to be wet sanded. Now I started to work on the other pieces of the sword, gluing, filling, and more sanding. At this point, I started to CNC the smaller details. Next up, I will be finishing off the main blade and getting it ready for molding.